All right, just gonna go over this. It's currently 6:19. So let's just go over what I'm seeing this morning based on all the assets, what I anticipate price to do, and then we'll see if there is any trade. Obviously, in the overnight session here, we really have not done anything. YM did rebalance to its key level overnight, which for me tells me that we could be seeing lower here. And then also you can clearly see here the NQ right now has not put in a new change in state of delivery for lower. 6 a.m. is currently doing that, so we wouldn't know until 7 if we get a change in state of delivery. This might be a day where we have to wait for 7 a.m. Same thing here with ES, we're just consolidating. So what I do want to mark out here is I will mark out Asia EQ. That we have at least some levels here. Because I do like to do that. And then we can actually go ahead and I already had marked it out here. Like that. All right, so we can see how price is responding there. Okay. Anyways, so then, and then also, in terms of a point of rebalance, I do want to watch this wick here for our lower wick, but I doubt we'll. All right. So now that we've established our different levels here, I'll throw back on this for the 4 hours so we can watch. Let's see price, and I'll put this back up on my monitor because, like I said, I do want to be monitoring YM today. And now we can get into just our regular trading charts and see what we got going on here. So we can wait for market open. Let me pull up my other charts over here. And then let me grab this. There we go. Okay. So now I'll just wait for market open. We'll see what we get. If nothing good comes up, then I'm willing to walk away. But obviously, it looks like we may need to wait for 11 o'clock in order to get that CSD for 2610, but we shall see. Hmm. This is data. Okay. So now we got market open here in just a minute. So let's check out and see what we get. Right now, nothing looks good. So I am just gonna sit out for now, see what we get. 45, and also see how the market develops here. Okay, so right now we can see that, right, we're rebalancing into this 15-minute OB, right? YM currently on the 15-minute time frame supporting top of Asia with the daily open midnight, acting as a breaker. Again, rebalance here. Let's see here. Are we getting SMT at all? Well, we currently have SMT prior to this move. A little late today. Should have been spotting this out earlier. Is that what this? Yeah, what was this? This 845 would have been. Okay. Back into EQ of this 15-minute. Actually, I lied. It's not because there's down close in here. It's this was the rebalance right there minus OB. Bam, there's the tap. Right there. Nice. If this, we'll see when if this runs down here. But this was this. I mean, again, this is 30, but right, rebalance back to OB at least for now, right? To do what? Right now we're bouncing on top of yesterday's um, key level that we ran out on the night before. That daily equal highs is where we're finding support right here. So again, we just wait. We do have a 15-minute change in the state of delivery prior to market open. So just like yesterday, driver continuation. But the question is will we rebalance first for anything else? Maybe we're going to be trying to hold. Let's check the 4-hour over here. This lower wick currently, sorry, I'm a little under the weather. EQ of this lower wick. I think we'll flush, but anyways, let's watch that just as an area of interest. But I'm definitely looking Asia low. This, look at this. This is data lows, so overnight, right? We had news. Now we got our data candle, relative equal highs here, and now we got this wick. Right, this was data. Yeah, 4 p.m. No, this was overnight session. I apologize. Tired. This low though. area in which price looks good to move to. And right there, as we get there, we can't get there. Bam. Okay. Scale. Very nice. Very nice. Whatever, a nice little run here. Right back down. Let's go. Let's see how we're going to push to those key levels that we had discussed overnight. See how price is going to respond here down at previous day low. This is nice. 30 was clean today. 136 was entry rate. That was my ad. Price wise, I entered on the closure of 31. There we go. That's nice. I'm going to take the rest off there and leave one. Okay. Overall, really nice here. I'm in a runner. Just taking a screenshot here. Whoops, I apologize. It's over. Copy that. Put my journal. Put that in there. The dump. The dump today, boys. Rebalance into OB. I mean, I talk about clean. This is where I can be a little frustrating with myself because I keep practicing the discipline of staying, outside of 30. Here we go. Let's take that low, boys, and then it's donezo. I'm gonna move I'm gonna trail my stop. This is a big dig, but we will see. Um, what's going on? I'm pretty much fully out of everything here. I am just waiting currently for this level to get taken, or I will be just bailing here. I really don't want. I mean, I'd rather just call it. We could get retracement here for 10 o'clock to then push down through. That's good. But just, I mean, I'm actually, yeah, I mean, in terms of this morning, like, let's just talk about it real quick because it's super easy. I'll do a review later anyways. But coming in prior to market open, right? Let's take a look at this, right? This was 845, created the SMT. CSD prior to driver, which meant what? 30 had to what? This is the same thing, right? CSD prior to driver continuation, right? And where's that continuation usually occurring? Off the 15-minute, right? So 15-minute OB, CSD prior to it. That means the only thing 30 has to do is open back into it to rebalance before continuing to its draw, right? Now, could we rebalance here? Absolutely, because we don't really know what said draw is. It could have been Asia low. It could be this EQ wick. just in order to rebalance before continuing down here to the final draw. But because this trade was taking from here to data low, or I mean not data low, I apologize, I keep saying that. From here to overnight sessions, that wick low, I scaled out most and now I'm just holding, but if we invalidate this area here, then I'll close because I mean it's nothing at this point. And then I'll just tape read. I mean, yeah, that was really nice today. That was nice. Let's go ahead and there we go. Look at there we go. Just driving. Little driver. All right, so I'm going to stop the recording because pretty much done with the trade for today. I took 30 shorts, and then I will go over a full breakdown later, especially if I end up seeing something at 10 o'clock to narrate for price. But in terms of trading for the day, I am done. So I'm going to stop the recording there.